What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you all. Hope you all had a good weekend. I know I did. I'm kind of sad to see it come to an end, but tomorrow is a new week, a new beginning to do the same crap you do every week. Just kidding. But anyway, just got a little weekend haul video for you here. Not a whole lot. Another kind of dry weekend for the most part at most stores, but I did find some cool stuff at the last minute, so can't complain too much. Uh, Starting out here, we've got it's not a new, but as you can see, I already opened it. This is a Hot Wheels horsepower 5 pack from 2022. I picked up this weekend. This was at Kroger, as a lot of you know, I'm sure, by now. Lately, Kroger has been coming out with those big box shipper display thingies, whatever you want to call them, with all sorts of different cars and sets inside them. And there's like a promotion going on. If you spend like $20, you get a free car or something like that. I have seemed to get to all of those display thingies late these last few weekends and not gotten any of the good stuff, but that's okay. I found this, and even though it's got two fantasy castings in it, I kind of liked the Ford F-150 Raptor here and the Dodge Charger and the Corvette also. So I found this pack in one of those displays. A lot of those had, the 55th anniversary cars from last year that were like in the black and yellow deco. Bunch of Kroger exclusive cars like the Barracuda and the Ford GT40. All that stuff that I already have. And then so it seemed like there was some older car culture sets in there as well from like last year. So I don't know. I didn't see any supers or any chases or anything, so I got to them pretty late. But that is okay. But starting off here in the 5 pack, the first one we've got here is the 19 Corvette 01 convertible in blue. Looks pretty good. We've seen this casting a few times lately. Was in that Corvette set in yellow from, 2 years ago? That I just purchased a while back. And has some mainline releases here and there. And looks pretty good here in blue. Got your chrome PR5 wheels. Got some good detail on the hood. Your headlights. That diffuser. No tail lights. But you got the big old wing on there. It's an okay little casting. I prefer coupe versions over convertibles, but this one looks pretty cool. I'm just going to go through the 3 castings in this pack that I do like. So we'll skip over this next one, which is, I don't even know what this is. Roger Dodger 2.0. We'll look at it, I guess. The Roger Dodger is an okay casting. This is the Roger Dodger 2.0. It's kind of goofy looking. Looks nothing like the original. So definitely not something I'll be keeping probably. But oh well. But the next one here is the 17 Ford F-150 Raptor. We don't see this one too often anymore. We don't see very many F-150 castings at all, besides the new Lightning EV casting, but I don't see a whole lot of F-150s anymore, it seems like. Which is strange because you see them all the time on the road, and one of the best-selling cars in the world is the F-Series. But yeah, I like this casting. This is the 17 Raptor, which is their high-performance off-road F-150. You can see it says Raptor. Ford. Yeah, it's a pretty cool casting. This particular one, the 2017 model, is when they introduced the V6 twin turbo engine, the EcoBoost engine, into the Raptor versus using the previous generation's 6.2 liter V8. The V6 was more powerful and quicker, more torque. Just doesn't really sound like a truck. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner, but yeah, that's the Raptor. I believe these had 450 horsepower from the factory and like 500 and over 500 pound-feet of torque, I know. So, not bad for a V6 with turbos, but yeah, doesn't sound great. Neat little casting. And then next here, we've got the 70 Dodge Charger with the big old engine in the front, sticking out of the hood. I don't know if they made this casting for Fast and the Furious, for Dom's Black Charger, 70 Black Charger, or if the casting came first. But either way, I know they've used this one to model after his with the big old blown engine in the hood. This looks like it'd be in a Flames pack. But yeah, not bad. Black MC5 wheels. Your Mopar logo. Pretty cool one. I like Chargers, especially old ones like this. It's a good casting. And the last car in the horsepower 5-pack is the Nitro Door Slammer, which is kind of interesting. Looks like a sort of like an old muscle car, but not. It's got like some big turbos or something on the hood. Kind of muscly, but not at the same time. Drag car. Not bad, but it's not something I would collect. But yeah, I've seen this 5-pack a bunch of times and just decided I'd pick it up this time. I don't know. I really liked the 3 cars in it, so I figured why not. But moving on, also in the Kroger display case thingies, shippers, whatever you want to call them, promotional boxes, I found an older team transport that I haven't seen a whole lot of in stores. I found this one here, the 33 Willys with the Speedways, Speedways, hauler here, which I had to pick this one up. It's a sharp looking casting and paint job, and this looks really cool. This batch of team transport has been out for a while now. This was last year's, I'm pretty sure. I have the Mercedes CLK GTR one, and now I've got the 33 Willys. I don't really care for that Porsche casting, to be honest, so I haven't picked that one up. I think that is a really goofy, ugly looking Porsche casting, but that's okay. But yeah, I haven't seen very many of these at all, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick this guy up. It is a sharp looking car. So let me go ahead and open this guy up. Sorry about that. One wasn't wanting to come open. So there is your hauler, the Speedways, which is pretty cool. Classic retro looking truck. Valley Speed. Got the nice long bed on it. These team transport sets are pretty cool, but they're so expensive for getting a nice car and then the same hauler pretty much over and over most of the time. But sometimes you just can't help yourself, but you know they do that on purpose. They'll put those really good castings in there just so you'll buy the whole thing, and yeah. But here is the car, the 33 Willys. Pardon me if it's pronounced Willis. I think it's Willys, but I've heard both, so correct me if you know for sure. I definitely don't know for 100% certain, so let me know if you do know. But here's the casting. This is a really sharp looking one. I like it. Some dust on it. I believe this is only like the second time it's been released. Well, technically third, if you count the chase model. At the end of 2022, the last car culture set that year was the second drag strip. Demon set, and it was the chase car in that set. And if you found it in black, it was the chase. But those two, and then this one, I believe, are the only times this particular casting has been released. Yeah, 2022. So it's fairly new. But yeah, it's a pretty cool casting. I really like it. Got the parachute back there, and just a nice hot rod drag racer. But there we go. I've seen a ton of the latest mix of Team Transport. Well, latest that I've seen in stores, which is the 66 Chevelle, the AAR Cuda, and then the Fiat 131 Abarth with the second story lorry. That is the most recent batch that I have seen in stores. And those seem to be all peg warmers for the most part. There's definitely some really cool team transports coming out soon. There's a Liberty Walk Skyline 2000 GTR coming out, and just some really cool ones I'm looking forward to. So, like I said, this one was from like last year, but I decided to pick it up. But the version from the second drag strip demon set I've got right here, Rust Bucket. I really like this one and the rustic look on it. It's very cool. Yeah, this one, if you found in black, was the Car Culture Chase in the set. If you were lucky enough to find one, I've only found two of those Car Culture chases in the wild, personally. The first one was the first one that ever came out in a chase, was the Corvette C8R from American Scene in 2022. That's when they started the chase thing in car culture. I found that one in the wild, and then I found the Lamborghini Essenza, or however you pronounce it, the black chase from the second Exotic Envy set. I found that one when I was out of town last year. But other than that, those are the only two that I have ever found out there. So yeah. But moving on, I've got two more cars to show you, two new ones that seem to be just hitting stores. I have the two Skylines slash GTRs, if you will, from the latest pop culture set. I believe there is also a Pack and Pacer, I think, like a Beavis and Butthead themed one, and then a something else in the set. But ironically, these were the only two from the set at the Walmart that I was at tonight, which you would think, these being the hot ones, it'd be the opposite. But yeah, I won't complain. I was very excited to see these at my Walmart that hasn't been stocking stuff very often lately, so that was a nice surprise. Yeah, so first here, we've got the Nissan Gtr Nismo GT3. I believe this is a brand new casting that we've never seen before. New for this set. So we're going to open it up and take a look at this guy. That looks pretty awesome. It does look kind of similar to the Liberty Walk R35 GTR casting, but it is a completely different casting. Copyright date. Yep, 2023. So this is a brand new casting. Nismo. Got the PlayStation symbol. Or Sony. I'm sorry, I don't know which one it is. I don't really play games that much, actually. Nissan. Lots of good detail on this car. The black 5 spokes. Very cool. I know people have been super excited for this next one, the R34 GTR. People always go crazy over the R34 or any Skyline, really, for that matter. So I was really happy to see these two just hanging on the pegs tonight. They were right behind some of those what are they, highway haulers, the Beatles, the Beatle themed pop culture set, those big trucks with the Beatles on them. They were sitting behind one of those, and I was like, oh, does that say GTR? And I found one of each, so perfect. Just for me. But I am a huge Nissan fan. GTRs, Skylines, Datsuns, all that. Not so much, Altimas and Sentras. Old Sentras were cool. Just not modern, stupid CVT transmission Nissans, but you know what I mean. They made some great sports cars in their time, and still kind of do. It's not as many, but yeah, I'm glad to see another GTR casting here, and it's pretty cool. Lots of great detail. And then we've got the standard R35 GTR casting here. So you can kind of see the similarities and the differences. Obviously, this one's a premium, and this one's like semi-premium. That's a Silver Series car from the Gran Turismo set that came out a while ago in the silver line. I have a video of that set if you'd like to check it out. But this does have a metal base, so nice and heavy, but it just has plastic tires, whereas this one has the rubber tires. But yeah, so we've got a number of GTR and Skyline castings now, and the more the merrier, if you ask me. And this is a really good looking one. But like I said, I have a feeling the next one here is/will be indefinitely the hot one of the set. I'm sorry my lighting's goofy tonight, guys. It's dark out, and my lights in my house aren't very bright, so I've got this spotlight, and it's just making weird shadows and glare, so I apologize. But anyway, we've got the Nissan Skyline GTR R34, the Gran Turismo 7 version. Very nice. I've not seen a ton of people post finding these, but I have seen a couple. It's funny, I saw a reseller post one just today, actually, before I even found this. I saw the post, and they were wanting $25 for this thing. Around here at least, $6.50 car. They wanted $25 for this thing, plus like $8 to ship. And I just couldn't help but laugh, because, like, I mean, it's not... It's a sought-after car, yeah, and it's premium, but it's not a super treasure hunt, people. These are not rare. They come in pop culture sets, especially places like Meijer. You're going to find plenty of these. So even if you have to wait a while, most of the time you will probably find these. if you look hard enough. But I understand some places people can't find anything, so I get it. But just scalpers, man, and wanting like 3 or 4 times the value of stuff just because it's a Skyline. Come on. But I can't lie, it is an awesome casting, awesome car in real life. And this version is no exception. Very sharp, very cool. So much detail and good tempo work on this. Looks excellent. There was a Gran Turismo set, like a basic line set, back in 2018 that was released in certain stores that had an R34 casting in it that was quite similar to this one. And when I saw pictures of this, it looked familiar, and I was wondering if it was like the same car, just in a premium version. And I can compare them now. I have the original version right here. Let's just look at this one first. Look at how awesome this looks. Look at all that detail, and even the small stuff looks really good. Sometimes like headlights and taillights stuff look very pixelated and blurry on these premium Hot Wheels, but this looks excellent. Look at all that detail, even on the hood, window, and on the spoiler even. Just filled, absolutely filled with detail. But anyway, from that basic set, this is what was released in 2018. Obviously, different wheels and such. It's pretty similar. Nothing on the spoiler or the back window. No, not as much detail. None on the back, obviously, but they are kind of close. I thought that this looked familiar when I first saw pictures of it, so now we know. They're similar, but not the same, for sure. Much more color and detail on the premium one. Lots more deco and tampos and more color to it. Yeah, just the rear on this one just looks excellent. Whole thing looks awesome. I mean, I can understand wanting a larger premium for this, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I thought that was a neat little coincidence, or whether they meant to do that or not. But yeah, this looks excellent. Very cool. I always love this R34 casting when it comes out in basic or premium or whatever. But yeah, they kind of go together, kind of match. Very cool. These look awesome. That concludes the weekend haul, guys. Not the biggest haul, but like I've been saying for a while now, it's exactly what I've been saying. Not been finding a ton each weekend. It's just been a little bit here and there. But hopefully things will start changing a little more. And I still haven't found the most desirable G case models, unfortunately, but I will eventually. I know I will. Could be a month or two, but it'll happen eventually, I'm sure. Same with you guys. Just keep hunting, keep looking, be patient. Unless you really want to pay that much for cars, pay that much of a premium, go ahead. But I found these guys pretty easily, and it was at my crappy Walmart that seems like this is the only thing I've seen there in a month and a half probably, but I am thankful for that I was able to find these little guys. But anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. You all take care. Have a good week. Until next time, catch you later.